Gabagoo!
Hey, yo, this is fucking Chris Pratt as Garfield.
Pratt. Is he Garfield now?
Yeah, he's gonna be Garfield now,
Oh,
dude.
my fucking Christ.
You haven't seen any of the trailers? They're like Samuel L. Jackson as Garfield's dad.
Oh,
Like
no.
not John Arbuckle, but Garfield's cat
Well,
father.
first off, I don't get to see any ads for anything unless it's on TikTok. So,
Yeah, same.
because I pay for YouTube Premium to skip all the ads.
I didn't see it as an ad. It was more a student came up to me and was like,
Okay,
hey,
well, you still have people you still have contact with people who have boomer-like parents who still watch cable TV.
So they showed it to me, and I'm like, oh, dear God. Like, Chris Pratt's not even trying. Kind of like Mario. He's not even trying to have
there because of the name.
Mood. He is. And he's like, hey, it's me, Garfield. Oh, I hate Mondays. Look at me. I'm eating the fucking lasagna.
I'm in the lasagna.
And it's like him going out on this grand adventure with Samuel L. Jackson, the cat.
I feel like that.
Like,
I feel like
discovering
Samuel
his
L.
roots.
Jackson as Garfield would have been way better.
That would have at least been entertaining.
Pretty funny, yeah. I'd watch
I think Bill Murray did a decent job as
Why
Garfield.
don't they try to hire Ryan Reynolds for this shit? Like,
Because he was Pikachu.
so
I wouldn't put Ryan Reynolds as Garfield.
No.
Anybody better than Chris Pratt?
Anybody truly could have been better than Chris Pratt.
But it's like I feel like they're just telling Chris Pratt, like, hey, just
sound like Chris
use
Pratt.
your voice. Yeah. So he's probably not trying because they're telling him not to try because they're just like, yeah, we just want Chris Pratt.
Well,
That's
it
all
looks
we want.
bad on A, Chris Pratt, and B, the movie as in general. Fucking hate it. Make it sound like
I
Garfield.
feel like even with like Nintendo, with Mario, he was probably just regular reading his lines out loud, like for some practice. And then some execs from Nintendo came up and they're like, oh, that's perfect. Yes, that's what we need. And he's like, okay.
Sweet. Dude,
Then they tried to seduce him.
I'm farting. It smells terrible.
That
smells
sounds
awful. What are you playing right now, Zeno? I see you. Is Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I want to play that new game that just came out. I think today, Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh, it's called what?
Another Crab's Treasure. It's like a Souls-like game where you're wandering this new unknown area to you and your character, but you are this little hermit crab and you're just trying to get your shell back that got stolen from you. So you have to like search the ocean to get it back. But of course, all the enemies just want to kill you and take your stuff.
Ah, got it. So it's
because you're a sweet succulent cow.
They want to suck your crab meat out.
I'd want to
pretty
suck your
much.
crab meat out. Personally.
Hey, yo.
Should we call Murky?
I sent him a text and I said podcast with a question mark, but he hasn't responded.
We're gonna call.
He's dead.
Mr. Murky. Oh, does his voicemail just say his number?
I don't know.
Yes, his does.
His does. Okay.
I will get really quick on the mute if it goes to voicemail. Murky, you're
or leave it
happened
in.
last time.
Let strangers call him.
Oh. Hey, is
That would
this
be awful?
Is
dude.
this him from the pod? He'd have to change his number.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Dude, this is how we get popular, though.
At the sacrifice of Murky's phone number and
His fault for not being
personal
here.
privacy.
All right.
Oh no! Don't do that to Murky.
No, my hand's on the mute button.
Okay.
What up?
Where the fuck are you?
I'm fucking not even home, dude. Do it without me.
You got anything to say to our listeners?
I forgot. I'll see you motherfuckers in like 3 weeks.
Tell me
bitches.
you didn't bring the cards either.
You didn't bring the cards. You got to give the cards to Zeno.
Fuck my mouth.
Well, have fun with whatever you're doing that's not the scheduled podcast.
Tanning.
Oh, you're tanning?
He's tanning. He's missing out
All
on
right,
the
well,
podcast.
he's tanning. All right, Murky. We'll let you get back to tanning. Goodbye.
He's going to Florida this weekend, so
Oh,
he wants to get
yeah,
a
yeah,
base
he
layer
is.
tan so he doesn't get burnt.
I can't wait for him to listen to this podcast knowing that he's got his phone number there. or that we called him, and then we were discussing about just being like, you know what, fuck it, let's just let his number go out on the air.
He's gonna be so stressed.
Yes, he is.
He's gonna be like, did they call me twice?
Yeah, we're gonna we should just slowly release his number, all 9 digits, out of order by just saying random numbers throughout the podcast.
Yeah.
8.
7.
I don't even know if what I said was right. That's the wrong number. Hang on.
You know what? Let's see here. Boop boop.
I won't tell anybody if what I said was right, but I know.
But yeah, fair. You know, but nobody else knows.
Zeno knows.
Yeah, Zeno knows. Maybe 5 other people know.
Zeno knows at least one number he said was right. We're awful.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, this is what he gets for not having a personalized mailbox that doesn't say your fucking phone number.
Real. It takes 2 seconds to set that shit up.
Yeah, and I set mine up 11 years ago and haven't changed it since.
Yeah. All you'd have to do is be like, hey, Gabagoo, this is the Merc Daddy. I smoke a lot of weed.
You remember the time when Farha called me and I didn't get his call, and then the next time I picked up and he was mad at me because he wanted to have Froggy listen to the voicemail? Did you hear about that, Zeno?
No,
it was like the time.
Was so salty.
It was whenever we were down in, me and E were down in Myrtle Beach. 2021, right?
Yeah, it was like just shortly after my divorce.
And Froggy had caught COVID. So Farha was essentially trying to call me and like trying to work around stuff, and we're like, well, I guess we're not going to do the outdoor thing because we don't want to get COVID and all that stuff. But like, we were playing mini golf at the time.
Yep.
And fucking Farha called me and I didn't hear it, didn't get the vibration. And he called me. It went to voicemail. And he must have, like, my voicemail is something like, hello, humanoid, or something like that. If you have,
it is something like that.
If you have, I forget like the exact words, but it's like, if you want to leave me a message on my interpersonal communication device, there's something like that. Like, it's like super ridiculous.
Imagine Big Bang Theory level humor, and that's it.
Yeah, and Farha must have laughed so hard. So he called me back immediately. And what does a person do when they normally get a phone call and they see that they've got a phone call? You fucking answer the phone. I answer the phone and I go, hello. And Farha goes, why'd you answer?
What do you mean?
I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you didn't answer the first time, so I figured you wouldn't answer the second time. And I'm like, what kind of bonehead logic is this? And he was like, okay, hang up. I'm going to call you back, and then I want the voicemail. And then I'm going to call you back again after I get the voicemail. And I was like,
just talk to me now,
okay.
dude.
And he's like, shut up. He was like, shut up. I want Froggy to hear your voicemail. And I was like, okay, my dude, but cool. We can't talk now, and then you could just like call me back, and I'd reject the call later, and not this whole loop-de-loop thing. Oh my god, Farha's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely hilarious.
That was like the funniest thing ever. I picked up the phone, and somebody asked me like, "Why'd you answer?" I didn't know what to say.
You answered.
Like, what do you mean?
Dude,
like, don't get me wrong. I have those moments where I'm like having that like introvert panic moment of, oh my god, don't pick up. Let me just like deliver a voicemail. Like
Farha wasn't even doing that.
Like, why would you pick up? How dare you?
Farha wasn't even doing that. He was like, why'd you pick up? I wanted to hear your voicemail again. Like, okay.
It's like, sorry, bro, that, you called me twice and I thought something major happened.
That actually wasn't major. That was the first one I got. I didn't feel the first one, and then I answered, and I had no knowledge that he made the first call. And so, like, when he said, well, I called you once, so I just expected you not to answer. I wanted to hear the voicemail. I was like, all right. Guess I'm unreliable now. Fucking don't pick up the phone one time. Fuck you, Farha. Piece of shit. I hope he's listening to this.
He probably is.
Listening.
Yeah, he's like our, one listener in addition to like what, Crazy and Murky, who listens to it 75 times.
Yeah.
Well, Murky's listening to it so he can possibly get ad revenue one day.
We still had 50 downloads last week, even though.
Yeah, who the fuck? Why the fuck do you listen to this, you idiots? Stupid.
I don't know. I think people are here for your guys' sex appeal and my humor.
Bro, last night, Zeno can attest to this. I was trying to edit the outro that you fucking gave me. And I was like, you had no reason to be so funny and like all the bloopers and outtakes that happened. And I was just like, what? Why is E just hilarious? And I was dying of laughter trying to edit the outro for the joysticks thing, which I think it should be all rendered. I just need to upload it. But like, I was just like, why are you so fucking funny? And you weren't trying to be. You were just fucking like, oh, fucking, you messed up a line and you're like, I can't fucking read a script. And I'm like, why are you so fucking salty at yourself?
I think Monty jumped up on the desk and you're like, oh, cat butt.
Yep.
It's just, you just react to what's happening around you and you just try to think quick about it. You just laugh about it as it happens.
Speaking of which, should we plug joysticks here? I don't know what we should do.
Yeah, we can plug joysticks.
Somebody who has Zeno, your frame rate and your lips were really weird there when you did the.
Oh my
you
God.
see it? It was like it was so weird.
I like it.
All right, try it one more time. Love you. Yeah, it's weird. It's just like.
It's so fucking weird, dude. It's like a goddamn strobe light on it.
I love it.
Anyway, joysticks.
All right, so for those of you who may or may not know, we do have another podcast that is a little more toned down compared to this, but we're a lot more nerdy in that one.
Is joysticks becoming more of a brand now?
I think so, yeah.
So this could technically be part of joysticks in some fashion.
We absolutely could make this a part of the joysticks branding.
Yeah, so if you want G Millie to accept, be sure to flood his Twitter with "we accept." Just say "we accept."
Yeah, don't tell him anything else.
Context.
Everybody here will know.
Yeah, that's all we need.
So make sure you are going to x.com or twitter.com and you want to specifically find the account at MilesG170 Gaming.
Yep.
And just tell him we accept.
Yep. Just send a bunch of those and we'll tally them up. And if we get more than 2, we'll probably become part of joysticks.
Yeah. And
if we get more than 2, we're going to laugh for every single one after 2.
if he asks you what you mean, you can't
just say
respond.
yes.
Just be oblivious.
Yeah. Just say yes.
Just say where you.
We're making like this. We're making this secret fucking code for people that have watched our episode because they're gonna say we accept. Miles is gonna go what, and then their response is gonna be yes. We're like making like a secret agent code right now, guys.
Miles is gonna be like, I don't fucking know what's happening.
And then Miles is gonna message us and be like,
"What'd you idiots
do? What's going on?" And we'll just be like,
"Yeah, like who's behind this?" Because
and then all of us will just say yes.
Yep.
We love Miles.
We do. He's a good guy.
I can't wait for this episode to air now.
Well, it airs in a
couple hours.
Soon.
Yeah, as soon as we're done recording, I go ahead and upload it. So however long it takes for the computer to decide, I'm gonna fucking, if we upload those nuts, we're gonna get approved for fucking OnlyFans, dude.
Finally. Well, I mean, we have been approved for OnlyFans. We just don't have any followers or subscribers.
You mean Fansly?
That's Fansly.
Fansly, that's what I meant.
Yeah. We haven't really done a very good job promoting it.
No, we've done a shit job.
I feel like you have to do a lot of work to get stuff like that to go off, but it's just a funny place to upload stuff.
Yeah, I really don't feel like putting all the work into it.
It's literally there because of a joke.
Yeah.
No.
Like it hasn't gone any further than it was a joke.
But
not a joke.
Look, if there was all of a sudden an influx of people and they demanded a dick pic and we made like $1,000 in a month, I'll fucking be like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, you know, at that point,
he would be like, not a teacher anymore. I'm running the Fansly. Look at my bare chest.
Look at everything about me. Give me the money. Give me the biddies.
The sad thing is
I'll give you my biddies.
Hey yo.
You guys want to hear something stupid that I
Yeah.
did over the weekend that I have been saving just for this podcast
I
for
have
your
something
guys'
stupid
reactions?
as well.
I
You go
also have
first, though.
something Stupid.
You know what? I'll go last because I feel like mine's a little more embarrassing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I definitely almost killed myself.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't though. Mine was just embarrassing.
Yeah.
So maybe I will start with mine.
Mine's very simple, but I definitely almost killed myself.
Oh, fucking yikes, baby girl. All right, so over the weekend, I took Shannon back to her parents' place because a childhood cat that she took in nearing the end of her poor life due to certain health conditions, and her parents decided to do the humane thing because she really wasn't eating anymore, was to put her down. And I took Shannon up so she could get some last lovings in and say her goodbyes and be in the room as the cat's final moments were happening. So it was the night before the cat was going to have all that stuff happen to her, and we had carnitas that night where I put this kind of,
It already sounds
I don't
like
know how
it's
to put it,
going
like
bad.
this chili lime kind of powder. I forget what it's called, Tejito or Tejita, something like that. I forget its name, but it's
Sounds right to me.
delicious.
Sounds pretty Spanish.
And I keep forgetting that in my 30s, my body doesn't like me anymore. And I get things called heartburn and acid reflux. So I wake up in the middle of the night because
like
I'm having acid reflux. And when I used to get it a lot as a kid, I don't get it as much anymore as an adult. But my immediate instinct is I need to go get like a swig of milk to help cool the burn and then take like an antacid or something.
Sure.
So that's kind of what my body did. Is I kind of got up and I went to the kitchen, and I'm like half awake at this point. So I open up the fridge and there is a milk jug in there.
Oh no.
And I just like grab like a cup and I pour into the cup, and as I was prepared to take a swig, this thick glob like crawls into my mouth, and I just start gagging. I'm trying not to puke right now. And I just remember it was the sourest thing I've ever put in my mouth. It tasted more sour than an Airhead. And I spit it back into the cup, and I'm just gagging, making these noises. And I'm horrified that I'm going to wake people up. So I'm like holding my mouth going,
God.
So I run into the bathroom and they have mouthwash, and I just like slam it back and just shake my head vigorously and spit it out. And I do that like 20 times until I can't taste that flavor anymore. And then I finally take an antacid, and while I'm waiting for that to kick in, I go back to the kitchen and I just see this putrid slime of spoiled milk. And I take a look at the expiration date, and that milk had been in that fridge for like half a year at that point.
Oh, gross.
I'm trying not to throw up right now. That is disgusting.
So I didn't tell
not? All right,
anybody
first,
what
hang on. We need to rewind a bit. You poured that shit in a glass.
I thought I poured it out, but it really just kind of like oozed out, and
Could you not smell it?
Not when I was doing it in kind of a hurry to get rid of the burn.
Bro, I feel like something that was spoiled that bad.
It was in my mouth.
I feel like something that was spoiled that bad. Like as soon as you bring it up to drink it, like it's gonna be like smelling salts, and fucking your nose just goes
It wasn't until it hit like the back of my throat that I had that.
Can you make that noise for us again?
Oh my!
Good.
Yeah,
I actually have a habit because I've drank not that spoiled of milk before, but like I have had the experience where I have had spoiled milk and it doesn't taste great. So I've gotten into the habit of like sniffing milk before I take that first swig, because if it's like just on edge, I'm like, no, I'm good. It actually kind of like brought me up like kind of weird with like the Fairlife milk, because I did the same thing with that. I thought it was regular milk, and I went to go take a drink, took a sniff, and it was like, holy fuck, this is rotten. Apparently they pasteurize it at a higher temperature, which makes it smell rotten, but it's still good, and I just could not get over drinking that. But yeah, fun fact. But yeah, so E, what did we learn?
That even if I'm kind of in a hurry and half awake, to make sure I check expiration and in boomers fridges.
Fun fact: you probably can still just get away with only doing the antacid or Pepto-Bismol or Tums. Like usually, what I do when I get antacid is I just take like a couple of Tums, and like that just is enough to get everything out of the throat, and like on its way down, it just does its job. And
it was just kind of my brain was like, this is what we do. So I don't know. I just was following stupidity of my instincts.
Zeno, what'd you do this weekend that was stupid?
I didn't do anything that was stupid, actually.
Oh, well, you're stupid.
I don't think I did anyways. What did I do this weekend?
Did you stay inside and play Shadowverse all weekend?
No, I had a busy weekend. What did I do? I went to the concert.
You went to the concert, right? That Murky bitched out on.
Yes.
What a bitch.
It was too cold.
Mr. I go ice fishing. It was too cold to go outside.
It was pretty fucking cold.
I don't care. This motherfucker goes ice fishing.
I went to the gift shop after the opening band and bought a South Bend Cubs hoodie, because
now they know where you live.
It was that fucking cold. I don't live in South Bend.
Well, here's the dumb thing I did. I was trying to put up a camera in the garage. So, any guesses before I go any further than that?
Your neighbors didn't know who you were and were about ready to shoot you with the rifle.
Actually, no.
You did not turn the power off, and you almost electrocuted yourself.
Well, kind of right.
Oh, okay.
I had put the camera in. Like the way my garage works is like the upper area has like this electrical conduit that's outside of the wall.
Okay.
And my stud finder just said the entire wall was electric because of that wire being outside and going to like a heater element. So I kind of was like, well, I can't trust exactly where there's no electrical at, right? So I'm just going to have to take a gamble and drill a hole into the drywall and hope for the best. Well, I drilled a hole in the drywall and, nothing happened. So I was like, cool, I'm good. So then I put in the wall studs and drilled in one side and everything was fine. And I just kind of go in and drill the other side and fucking lights went out.
Oh, no.
And then I was like, that's not good.
I sense I fucked up here.
But yeah, it was a good, like, I had that reaction where I'm just like looking at it and I'm like in the dark because it's like in the middle of the night at this point. It's pitch black and I'm like, motherfucker. Didn't even occur to me that like I tripped the breaker and pretty much just almost had straight fucking 20 amps of electricity going through my body to ground, right? Because that was what the breaker was rated for. So 20 amps would have had to at least go to trip it. And
I'm glad you're still with us.
And so then I went downstairs. The breaker didn't look like it was off. So then I was really freaked out. But it I guess it tripped, but was still on in the on position. So we turned that bitch off and kind of just left it. And then I couldn't find an electrician to come fix it. Like the only electrician near me, I'm not even going to say it because it'll give it away. But like half of the reviews are 5-star, like this is the best company ever. And the other half are 1-star reviews saying this is a goddamn scam. Don't go here. And I'm like, okay, it's probably a scam. And then I went to like the closest Google Maps street view that I could look for it. And interesting enough, that entire road is blurred out. And I'm like, oh, this is definitely a scam area because they won't even let you look down the road from the main road.
Interesting.
So Ed Gaz talked to somebody at our work and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, when I did that, I just flipped the breaker back on and it worked." So I took the screw out of the wall and turned the breaker on, and lo and behold, there's still power.
No.
So we're gonna have to cut the fucking wall open tomorrow, and apparently the solution is to
repair the wiring.
Wrap it with electrical tape is the solution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
And luckily, it's in the garage, so all I'm really gonna do is cut out a piece of the drywall and then screw it back into the stud, right? And then not really care how it looks.
Sure.
Right.
And you could patch it pretty.
I mean, I'm just gonna
easily,
I'm not like painting or anything. What I'm gonna do is just take out the thing, then fix the wire, screw it back into the stud, and then fucking plaster the outside of it.
I can't wait to see this tomorrow or Saturday.
Dude, it is like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna open up this wall and I'm gonna be like, wow, I had a 1 in like fucking million shot of just dead centering this wire and fucking
You probably just barely nicked it or something.
I think I had to go through hot and neutral for it to not have electrocuted me. And for it to trip the breaker like that, like I think I had to have connected hot and neutral with the screw. Because the only
fucking scary.
Because the only other path for it to have gone was through me through the ladder to the ground to trip the breaker.
Yeah.
That was the only other path for it to have happened like that, right?
Maybe Satan saved you.
Satan did not save me.
How do you know?
I mean, Satan wants him down there.
You
So
know how many times I stick my hand up his ass in a podcast? I definitely want him down here to fondle his balls.
Ooh,
Oh, thanks for
but-
that, Satan.
Yeah, that's why do you want to fondle his balls? What exactly is that about?
Because it tickles a lot, and he hates that.
Ah,
You know,
Shut up, Satan.
I hate it when my partner tickles my balls.
yeah, I don't prefer my balls to be tickled either.
It is a no tickle zone. However,
Yes.
that doesn't stop her.
Jesus
Gucci
Christ.
Gucci goo.
Dude, you guys, this is a weird fucking subject, but have you ever gotten like, you know how like some clothes like you get lint off of them and it like sticks to your body and stuff like that? Like some
Yeah.
clothes can like get those, what are they called? Those little balls of fabric and shit that like kind of just come off. I don't remember what it's called. But-
Lint?
No, there's like a special word. You ever have like the lint thing that like goes across and cuts them? You know what I'm talking
Oh, that thing that goes
The
bang.
pilling.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I have MeUndies, and some of them actually like that, like the internals of them, they're like very comfortable, but like they are definitely meant to be replaced more often than normal underwear. Like they're very comfy, but it's like they have a usage period of like a lot less than other underwear. Like they fall apart a little bit.
That's unfortunate.
And there are
Well,
times
I mean, when you're ripping toxic ass all the
yeah,
time.
but
Right.
yeah. That's I mean,
Probably
it's like a
expedite
protection layer. It dissolves away to make sure everybody else stays safe.
Oh, is that it?
But no, like there'll be sometimes like I'll get like a new one of these or like and stuff like that. And you know, last night I took a shower, put on like a fairly new set. It's only with like the newer ones. Like the older they get, like the less material there is to fall apart. And I fucking put one on last night after shower. And I went to the bathroom just before stream today, and the underside of my fucking dickhead has just fucking underwear lint just stuck in it. I'm like, what do you guys have you guys ever had that? Like you just get fucking lint from your underwear stuck in your dickhead and you're like, what is this?
I've literally never
You've
had that.
never had that
before in my
happen?
life. No.
Dude, this underwear is ridiculous. Like they're like I fucking showered with it one time and my ass
Why?
No, after I used it. After I used, sorry. My brain went too fast for my mouth.
Understand.
And you know how I use the fucking wand to like spray out like the fucking ass crack area to make sure I get nice and clean in there. I was
Right.
blowing
Don't do that
fucking
either, but-
You don't do that?
No.
You must not have a hairy ass.
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
you put on that massage setting sometimes, and you just
Oh, it
put it back
feels-
there just to make sure you get out things.
Yeah, it's like
I get
it's like a fucking bidet, like to make sure you get it out.
Yeah.
And I'm literally
Yeah.
blasting. You know, you ever had you have had to have had belly button lint before.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
I
was-
was gonna say, if you said no,
If you
we
said
were gonna
no,
have
I
that.
was gonna
every day
have
of my
some
life,
issues.
there's belly button
Dude,
lint.
like this underwear, like I was blowing out like fucking belly button lint kind of like chunks of the underwear out. And I'm like, well, those aren't pieces of poop because it's fucking like neon pink. And if it is pieces of poop, I think that's my intestines and I should go to the
That's a
hospital.
problem.
And it's so weird. It's like, this is the only underwear. I mean, they're super comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's happening, but like it just feels like you're disgusting. And it's like you go to the bathroom and it's like, well, I'm pulling fucking dryer lint off my dick from my underwear and blasting it out of my asshole. But I took a shower yesterday, so not like it's fucking because I'm not showering.
Right.
Dude, it's fucking weird. But you got to understand what I'm talking about. Like, it's kind of like belly button lint, but like your dick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I make sure that I definitely clean very, very heavily underneath the head so that Gaz doesn't have to breathe down some belly button lint in my dick.
Let's fucking.
Well, I mean, if you're circumcised, then you don't have to worry about the smegma on top of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Why were you so awkward about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Coke, are you not circumcised?
I don't know. Probably.
What do you mean you don't know?
What? Oh, I mean, I probably am. My parents are Christian, so I probably am.
That's true, yeah. That's a very high likely.
I definitely can see the head of my dick more than some of the people I've seen in porn videos. So I'm probably circumcised.
So you're probably safe. Then.
But there's still enough of that like little extra skin for stuff to get trapped under it. You know what I mean? Like when it's nice and soft and hiding in its little fucking nest.
Yeah. One is like a turtle.
Dude, that's the worst. You ever like sit down in like a car and it just kind of goes too far in and it's like super uncomfortable because it's like retracted so much. And then you're sitting there trying to like pull your dick. Shut up, Zeno, you fucking big cock motherfucker.
We get it. You
God damn it.
You hang, you have a long
This is
dick.
just proof that you don't understand short dick problems.
So Zeno, you can see yourself out of this conversation, okay?
But like you're sitting in the car and like you get into a position and then your dick just goes and it's just like, oh, it's so uncomfortable. And then you're just like sitting there awkwardly trying to rearrange yourself. There have been times that I've tried to make a boner happen so I could get my dick to pop out of its uncomfortable position. And E, if you know, do you know what I'm talking about, E?
Yeah.
Bro, this
so
is
like I'll be sitting there driving, especially long like car rides, and I'll like try to like do that man stance.
Dude, the worst,
like the driver's seat, but I can't, so I have to like.
Dude,
like,
sometimes you could be walking down in the mall and then your dick's like, not today, and it fucking sucks back up in you, and then you're walking around grabbing your fucking dick out of your fucking inside of your body, trying to make it more comfortable because it's just fucking went and hid, and it's not supposed to do that. Now we know for sure that Zeno has a huge dick because this sounds like a small dick problem.
Like. I didn't realize how tough it was.
Look, it's hard out here for small dicked people, okay? We got to get women with personality.
Yeah, there's like a threshold at which, like, once it passes it, like the dick is like the skin that's left is just like sucks over and it tries to act like foreskin, but it's not big enough, so it's super fucking uncomfortable.
Oh fuck.
You've never. I'm so upset now that you have a huge dick because you've never experienced that. It's like the most awkward. It's not painful. It's just you ever have an itch. The way I describe it is you ever have an itch at the bottom of your foot that you're driving with, and you can't really scratch it. Yeah, that. It's like that, but instead of fixing it by taking off your shoe and scratching it, you have to fucking pull your dick out from your stomach.
That is rough. Why does your
look? It just does. Okay, it just does.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like all of a sudden, it's like it must just be a thing that happens when you get older too, and your skin is more fucking less stretchy. So, I didn't have this problem until I turned like fucking 28 or so. So people who have a short dick who are under 28, this is another thing to look forward to when you get older. Your dick disappearing inside of your body and it being very uncomfortable.
Like I've definitely gotten like it gets smaller when it's cold, but like never like.
It's not like it's getting smaller. It's like
right. No, it's like still the same size.
It's like there's like a specific position where like you know how like there's some dick still inside of you. It's like it gets to a position where like the skin gets right to like where it's not being held back anymore, and then there's like an elastic effect that just sucks it up. And it's not like it's a cold effect, dude.
Yeah. I'm so perplexed by this.
I'm gonna have at this point, Zeno, I'm gonna have to fucking make a video of how this works to like educate you.
I straight up, I've never experienced this in my life.
It's because your dick is too long to ever get past that threshold. It definitely like if I do this, it's hard to see on camera, but like if I do this and stick my butt out, like it's kind of stuck there, and oh fuck. Hang on, let me pull it back out. It went inside a little bit. Yep.
Oh my god.
And then and then I'm like, this all came from the foreskin topic, and I'm like, man, foreskin must be very uncomfortable. But then again, I haven't lived a life with foreskin because, you know, Jesus. Oh, this is an episode of ADHD After Dark. Fucking Murky missed a juicy one.
Yes, he did.
Should we call Murky up and ask him if his dick disappears inside of his body?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Call him right now.
He knows we're on the podcast this time.
I'm gonna have to be like, yeah. What are you talking about,
dude?
What do you mean,
dude? He's gonna be like, what do you mean? I hope he's in a place where he can talk.
Fucking Zeno doesn't do that.
Yeah, let's get him on the phone. Like fucking phone a friend.
Got him on edge.
Answer the fucking phone.
We'll get an answer from him next episode if he doesn't answer it.
He's gonna be a bitch and not answer.
What a bitch.
What a bitch.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Ah,
I was really fucking quick on that, by the way. Oh, dude. Dude, he's gonna be like, yeah, what do you mean? It happens all the time. And Zeno's gonna be like,
never had that happen.
You ever see like those TikToks where it's like what boys do in the shower and what girls do in the shower? Like, and they mention like the little things like how women all like apparently wash their hair facing away from it, and men just like face into the shower and wash their hair. It's like apparently like a difference, but like shit like that. We're gonna have like this fucking small dick versus large dick, like things that you've never noticed about your dick.
Like with the shower thing, like when I had long hair, like really long hair, it was like down to my nips. I would face away from the shower, but now like I face the shower generally. I never really realized I was doing it, but definitely understand that.
I don't know how to transition from talking about fucking dick fucking
turtle dick.
Dude, it literally is, bro.
Shit's fucking hilarious.
I can't believe that I'm offended as a small dick person that you've never experienced this. I'm a little fucking upset.
Yeah, I hope one day, Zeno, that you just wake up and you're just like, what is this unusual feeling? This is not comfortable. And it just happens to you.
Maybe,
it's gonna like, for him, it's gonna be when he's like 50.
My curse, though. You guys like, you know how like thicker girls, like you wearing shorter shorts, their thighs chafe? You ever had your dick chafe against your leg?
No, but
chafe?
Yeah, chafe.
No.
I mean, that's what I get instead of that, apparently, then.
Yeah, but what happens for me is it just chafes on the inside of the fucking foreskin. Because it just because what it's doing the whole time you're walking is it's here's the extra skin, and here's it trying to poke out as you're walking, and it's just like doing that.
Kind of fucking yourself.
Yeah, but it's very uncomfortable.
Oh. I get dick chafe out of it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Zeno's dick is so long that it just gets dick chafe.
Do be like that.
The absolute burden you must carry on your shoulders.
It's in his pants, not his shoulders. Get with the picture.
Fair.
Well, I have to swing it over my shoulder to carry it around.
Must be nice.
Does your dick hang low? Does it swallow to and throw? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow?
Bro, your dick would have to be huge to be able to tie it into a knot.
Yeah, my dick's not that big.
Or you're just a furry.
Explain?
Furries have big dicks.
So this is something that I learned being friends with a furry, because I have decided to be more friendly towards them lately.
Because most of them are autistic?
Correct.
So you're not against autistic people?
Correct.
Good.
Correct.
So it's less of a hate crime. So
Jesus Christ.
I have learned that nodding was a term because
I knew where this was going
I
immediately.
don't know if you guys remember him much because he hasn't streamed in a little while. Vince,
Yeah.
Snap Bionics.
Yeah, I remember.
So somebody in his server posted a furry meme because I'm like one of 2 or 3 people in that server that is not a furry, and they just kind of have me around to be the funny guy. Because let's be honest, furries aren't funny.
Shut your mouth.
What are you offended, Coco?
I'm offended that you're making fun of people with autism. Continue your story. Jariah, what the fuck?
And I didn't understand what the term nodding was. And I was like, okay, what is this? And apparently it has something.
Does Zeno know what it means?
No.
Okay, I know what it means. Continue.
So Coco can probably correct me a little bit more here because I only vaguely remember what it means.
Animals
but it has
have a knot on their penis.
Yeah, I was going to say it has something to do with part of their penis where there's like a bump and they consider it a knot.
Yeah, so they have like the penis, a little bump, and then the balls. And like the whole point from an animal biological standpoint is they have sex, and then the last strut, it goes in, and then the knot just like expands, and then they're stuck together for a little bit while everything sort of settles to prevent like competing males from overriding their sperm and shit. But I'm assuming the term nodding is something similar to that, but furry based.
Yeah. Just more.
That is a real thing that happens in biology. Like dogs, if a dog has sex with another dog, they can get stuck together for like up to 30 minutes after the male dog finishes. Because his dick just grew 10 fucking sizes inside of the lady.
Interesting.
So then he just has to wait for it to kind of roll back down.
Yep.
So there's your
the giant horse cock pierces the. There's the Animal Planet tangent. But anyway, continue on.
No, that was it.
That's pretty much it.
If you're into nodding, let Murky know by calling his number at 1-800-I-SUCK-DICK.
I'm gonna take his phone and set it up as like a secondary number on his phone.
We should fucking make a number that's like a secondary number and forward it to his phone so then we can actually dox that number. But it like goes through like one of those call services and forwards to his phone, and then we can turn it off at any time.
Yes.
Be like, who is this calling about my fucking nodding kink?
What the fuck is it? Don't have to look it up. You're
like that one time he almost went on Grindr.
Oh, dude, that shit was funny as fuck.
We've told that story here before, but that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't remember what episode. Go fucking listen to the whole series if you want to know about it.
Murky would know. Murky probably knows by heart which episode it is.
Probably does. Fucking man's weird.
Shit was fucking hilarious. He was like all into it, and I thought he knew, and he had no clue. And then fucking Grandit was over, and Murky goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking get on Grindr too." And Grandit just goes, "Yeah, man. Wait, what?"
Grandit at that moment should have just been like,
should have just let things played out.
Because I would have loved to see Murky's. I would have loved Murky's face to see Murky's face or hear what his face was like on his first fucking like swipe.
Oh, yeah.
Realize like his first.
Why am I getting all these dudes?
Yeah, he'd probably swipe a bit, be like, "Why am I getting all these fucking dudes?"
Yeah.
Well, that one looks like.
Are they asking me if I'm a top or a bottom?
He's gonna get one. Why that one looks like a lady. Fucking matches and it's a dude. You want to see
it's
my penis?
Just the twinkiest sissy out there, I believe is the correct term.
Not a femboy. Well, now he actually might want to get on fucking. Now he might want to get on Grindr because he's into femboys.
Yeah, that's true.
We should make Murky a Grindr.
We absolutely should, and just show him just like a slideshow of all the men that swiped on him.
I might be terrified to kind of see that. We should
And
each,
then just show him the DMs that he gets for those.
We should each make a Grindr and see who gets the most men to swipe on us.
Ooh.
Though I feel like then I would just be playing into everything I hate about the dating scene.
I mean, it's absolutely going to be murky, though, because they're going to see his fat ass and be like, I want a piece of that.
I'm just going to take a picture of me wearing no clothes and my tiny inverted dick.
I'll
just there
post a White
turtling.
Ranger cosplay.
Dude,
Yeah, there you go.
Xena, all you have to do is wear the fucking White Ranger cosplay. You didn't even need a Grindr for that. You got on fucking Facebook and somebody's like, give me that.
Yeah, for real.
I love myself a good fucking fat white sausage.
Yeah. I had to tell Dr. Fart that story. She was like, what up with your friends? Like, then you have a big dick. I was like,
well, I mean, also, it started like that, but now we have
cosplay.
physical proof that you were like, I don't have this problem where my dick hides from me. Yeah, that's pretty much where it all started.
More or less.
What are you doing up there, Jiraiya?
Yeah, what is Jiraiya doing? Explain it to us.
He's just hanging out.
He's just being a cat looking down.
Doing cat things.
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing orange cat things right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag
with the
orange cat thing.
Hashtag orange cat things. Who here has an orange cat?
Me.
Not me.
Dude, have you ever had an orange catty?
No, I've never had an orange cat.
Dude, they can be a blessing and a curse.
Kate is such a blessing, fortunately.
I heard he got out not too long ago.
He did.
And then he didn't want to be outside anymore.
Yeah, then he was like,
dude, fucking cats, they always are the same. They're like, let me out, let me out, let me out. Fuck this. How do I get back?
Yeah.
I don't want this anymore.
Ran all around my neighbor's backyard. He was trying to like help corral him with me. And then he like ran to the front door.
It was just like, let me the fuck in.
I'm done with my adventure now, Dad.
He used to be an outdoor cat too. Like he was a stray, right?
He did, yeah. He was a stray.
And he used to stand like a pit bull too.
Yeah, he used to act really tough. And now he's such a sweet boy now, and he loves all the company that ever comes over to my house. For a while, he would like be really scared of anybody coming over, but now I think he kind of realizes anyone that comes in is
going to give him love.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh shit, fucking more attention for me. Let's go." He's such a sweet, lovey boy.
He is. And if he can get everybody's attention, he's kind of like, I'm the most special boy.
Unless you're trying to cut his nails. And he's like, what the fuck are you guys
then
doing?
He's like, go fuck yourself, bed. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ooh.
You good?
You good?
Everything's fine.
Yeah?
You sure?
Yeah, I ran out of...
Dude, from now on, anytime Xeno's in a voice call with me and my dick goes and hides, I'm going to explicitly call it out.
Just you should. Every single time now. Maybe you should even send him pictures of it popping back out.
It's hard to do because like take my pants off, it's gonna pop back out.
Right.
Because like part of it is like the tension of like
webcam ready.
Well, part of it's like the tension of the boxers pushes it in, right? Like if you get your boxers in like the correct spot, it just kind of like that's the sound it makes too.
What sound?
It's kind of like when you put like a hard-boiled egg in your mouth and you try to swallow it.
Why are you trying to swallow a hard?
Look, we all do weird things to get money on OnlyFans.
I taught myself how to make soft-boiled eggs and make like the fancy ramen eggs. Like,
oh, nice.
We tried that one time. It did not go well.
I can show you how to do it. It was really easy.
Well, we were like, somebody said you can do it in an air fryer. Did not work.
Oh, no.
It was one of those. It was one of those TikTok. Hey, you can do this, and so we did it, and then it was not ready.
Yeah, for me, I just boil the eggs for about 8 minutes. Take them out, put them in an ice bath, and then the marinade was like soy sauce, mirin, and sugar, and you boil it, let it cool, put it in a bag with the eggs, and let them marinate overnight, and it came out so fucking good. And you cut them in half, put them in ramen the next day. Good shit.
You're good shit.
Thank you.
Did you guys know that apparently on X, formerly known as Twitter, if you actually put Twitter in a tweet, like in a URL specifically, as long as it is not all in caps, the website will now change it from Twitter to the letter X.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you told me that.
No, that's in the URL
Maybe
bar.
You told me that. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
I think what he's saying is if you tweet something that has Twitter in the link.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. I thought you had told me that for some reason. Maybe you told me that. Somebody told me that.
I'm just gonna post on the Joysticks account.
Okay.
Any or not Joysticks, ADHD After Dark. Anyone who has a penis ever have the problem where it turtles uncomfortably?
I like the verbiage.
Everyone's gonna
there.
be like, I know
Turtle.
exactly what you're fucking talking about.
And I hope, dude, did you say Farha's gonna be like, I know exactly what you fucking
Oh,
talking
100%.
about?
Farha's gonna be like, I get that. I get
I'm
that,
sure
dude.
Farah will too.
I have
Or
to
Farah's gonna
specify,
be like, yeah, no, I'm with Zeno. Never had that happen.
dude, he's a short king with a fucking huge dick.
I mean,
Man's off balance.
that's why he stopped streaming. He's pursuing that porn star career.
You know, he should probably get back on that porn star career. I feel like he could make money.
He could.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hope somebody responds back to this. I'm gonna laugh.
What if
Dude, how
Farah
did
hasn't been streaming because ASMR took off?
And he
It
also
was
wants to do
The stuff
fucking...
that he didn't want to take off took off.
Right.
And then, yeah, so I was like, kind of, why would you do that then if you didn't want it to take off? Like, you were doing
It was
that...
gonna be funny.
You doing that... It was gonna be funny and it took off. So you just keep doing it.
It was so hilarious.
Dude, I'm super surprised that Meg saw the tweet.
I am too,
Is
actually.
it only
Saw
because
what
I...
tweet?
The one from, like, April 4th when
It's
fucking...
probably because you tagged me in it
When-
and it popped up for her.
When, yeah, I don't know why Twitter's algorithm would do that. The one where fucking Senpai Sandman, your cum fills my tummy up, ooh woo, with fucking Spider-Man with a huge fucking cum-filled belly and me going, what the fuck, individual. Meg said, time to, what did she say?
Time to mute.
Time to mute. And I was like, I'm shocked you followed this. And I was like, I don't think she actually does. I think shit just kind of went through E's fucking stream or his blink thingy.
So for that picture of Spider-Man with the enlarged stomach there,
It's a
I
cum belly.
believe that is from Marvel Zombies, where Sandman goes inside of Spider-Man and just explodes out of him.
Interesting.
That is legitimately a porn category.
Yeah, it's called Vor.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man
Canonically
was momentarily
is
for a few panels Vor,
making
making Zeno a weird perverted person.
well, I mean, his
I
spider
tried saying
webs. I'm
pervert,
pretty sure
but-
that Spider-Man spider webs are essentially fucking an altered form of cum.
I'm waiting for Zeno to go, actually.
I think he was
they
just about.
are
I think
highly
the silence
synthetic.
just says, "Well, seems legit."
Yeah, it seems legit.
Dude has impressively
legit.
productive balls to make all of the web cum.
And
Could you imagine if he actually did it anatomically correct to like a spider, so he's just swing from his asshole the entire time?
Well, I mean, it could just be from his dick as a modified form.
In No
Could
Way
be.
Home, like the Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland Spider-Man ask Tobey Maguire, like, 'cause he shows him that his like web comes out of his hand or like his wrist rather, and they were kind of like, does it come out of anywhere else? And he was like, no, it doesn't come out of anywhere else. And they're like, oh, okay.
I get it though. You have to check. You're curious.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bi-curious. Fucking Butters.
I haven't watched South Park in so long. I heard the new game shit. Actually, we did that on one of our episodes of ADHD when Zeno didn't show up.
Yeah, we talked about how the new game was shit.
Yeah. And then you talked about Zeno's mom's clit.
I did. It's like his mom's clit must be huge if Zeno has a huge dick.
Probably.
Dick size is inherited from the mother.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Thanks for the huge fucking dick. Anyway.
I never have to experience this fucking turtle dick syndrome.
I hope you experience it when you're 50 and your skin's super saggy.
Well, by that time, your guys's will just be permanently inside of yours.
I'm just going to get fucking skin removal
Viagra,
surgery.
dude. Just Viagra every day.
At that point, I might as well just go full fucking, just make it an any. Just
go trans.
I just push
No,
it
he's
inwards,
not
yeah.
going to go trans. He'll still identify as, himself. He'll just have an innie
I'll just have an any dick.
that he'll let all the boys hit.
Heyo.
Oh, Zeno, that Pine Harbor game that you and I were kind of looking at that looked good. Apparently, it's getting kind of meh reviews.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed by that. And it came out today, too. So I was like, oh, wait. These games that I've been really looking forward to come out today. And it's like right before my birthday. So, yeah, kind of disappointed that a horror game I was looking forward to is getting very mixed reviews.
That is unfortunate.
But, is what it is.
What other games are you looking forward to?
Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Came out and it's getting pretty good reviews. Even though I don't really I wait for these kind of games to go on sale because I wouldn't say I'm like a major nerd on them like G Millie is, but there was a Megaton that came out. I think it was like Megaton, some weird word, a letter, and I think the word wired came out, and I've been hearing good things about that. And it's done by the people who did the Ni no Kuni series. So I know it's a good RPG at least. And it has some really big names of robots throughout anime in it.
Megaton Mushai W Wired Deluxe.
Musashi W Wired. Yeah,
Musashi.
That's it. But that looked really interesting. And that came out, I think, today or yesterday. The sequel to Sucker for Love came out this week. I don't think it was today, but it was this week. And if you're into Lovecraftian horror and goats with large chests, then you'll probably like that one.
Say ghosts with large
Goats.
Goats.
Oh, I love a big chest goat.
A goat eldritch god. I don't know which one, but I know the first one had Cthulhu, the King in Yellow, turned over to the Queen in Yellow, and there was one more eldritch god that was a part of it. And you could romance them, but they were all big chested women.
Nice.
And this one, it's like a gigantic goat woman.
Interesting.
So, yeah, there you go. I don't think, I feel like something else that was supposed to be pretty cool was supposed to come out this week. That was on my radar, but I can't think of it now.
The game called Manor Lords that's going into early access tomorrow. That I'm gonna.
What's going into early access?
It's called Manor Lords. I think it's what it's called. It's like a city builder.
Oh, okay. That's probably why it was not on my radar.
Well, yeah,
I'm
half of your radar is porn games.
Well, it's because of this fucking podcast.
No, it's not. You sent those
yes,
well before.
Is.
No, you sent those games well before this fucking podcast.
True.
You just now have a fucking acceptable quote form to fucking say this on. Suck my fucking tiny dick when it's inside of my fucking balls.
All right, you know what? Hold on. I will go into.
I thought you were about to say yes.
and we're gonna find the adult categories.
This is why your fucking list is like this.
All right, let's see. Boop, boop. All right, so we have the game Peachy gave me, Loot Apocalypse. I forgot about that.
Ooh,
Fuck is that game?
Nice.
It was the one that I was playing in the Steam voice chat where everybody started popping in and they're just like, what the hell are you playing? And then they were just watching me play a porn game.
When was this?
I vaguely remember it.
2 years ago. It says last played October 13th, 2022.
I vaguely remember that.
I don't feel like I remember that.
It looks like I have 2 porn games and 2 that are like right there at the edge.
Oh, you're edging now. You're an edgelord?
Absolutely.
Edgelord. Zeno, you an edgelord?
No.
Damn it.
I feel like Xena wouldn't be into edging. He's probably the kind of guy that would want to hit climax.
Yeah.
I am too.
Now.
Yeah, it's because he has to move his arm so much to get it to happen. So he's tired.
I'm a man of practicality.
Yeah, what do you have to do, Zeno? You have to
tired
move
of
it this much to do it, right? You have to do it move it this much to do it?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, I have to do it this much to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
I
you.
have big hands too. Like,
Well, it's got to be big to hold your dick.
right.
How round is your dick?
I don't know, like maybe an inch.
They're
Oh,
like,
you
hold
wear
your-
wig?
Like that big?
Like that.
Oh, at least mine's thick enough.
Oh, that's right. Sandland also came out this week.
Sandland.
Sandland?
It's based on a manga that the creator of Dragon Ball Z did.
Okay.
Akira Toriyama, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's based on a manga he did. So far there's only 1 review on Steam, so I don't know what like IGN or any of the other big dogs have said.
Dude, I don't trust.
Hopefully
I don't
good.
trust what those guys say most of the time.
I don't. I normally try to go for like what the people are saying.
Yeah, same.
Like it looks cute. From my understanding, is it's kind of an RPG, but you're roaming around in the desert in tanks. So it's you like upgrading your tank, fighting other tanks, all that shit that deals with tanks and deserts, I guess.
What was that game that was like? It showed a bunch of medieval gameplay, and then all of a sudden, like a fucking Ford pickup truck came out of nowhere and was shooting rocket launchers out of it. You know which one I'm talking about? I don't remember the name of the game. I just remember watching it. It was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Oh, I bet you it's Joe. Anyway.
I felt like you were trying to set up for a joke there, and I didn't want to be the one to take it.
Nope, I'm not that smart. I was waiting for somebody to say, oh, yeah.
I was legit waiting for you to wait for one of us to be like,
I'm not
Joe,
funny by myself.
Joe, what? Joe Mama.
I'm not funny by myself.
You are.
No, I'm not. Not as funny
Then
as fucking
explain
you.
your fucking following, you piece of shit.
It's because I'm loud.
Yeah, and funny.
Bro, I've been
And you have
hovering
a
at
small
fucking
dick.
594 followers on Twitch for the past fucking
Because
7
it's
months.
hard to grow an audience on Twitch, because Twitch is fucking stupid for discoverability.
Honestly, everything is.
It is ass for discoverability. YouTube is ass for discoverability. If you want to be discovered, you really just got to
Make
push
a
yourself on
podcast.
porn, apparently.
Oh, I thought we were on the same page.
No, because let's be honest, even the podcast market is so fucking saturated and flooded that you have to really put yourself out there to even get like the amount of listeners that you would hope to for the big dogs. And most of the time, some of the podcasts that are on fucking TikTok aren't even fucking real. They're fake. They're rage bait to get clicks on TikTok, and that's it. and they make you think
Speaking
they're
of
real.
TikTok,
Oh yeah, it's about to get banned.
you see they signed the bill to ban it.
Yeah, they hit it in a bill for Biden to sign.
No, Biden said he was going to sign it anyway.
Yeah, he said he was going to sign it regardless, but they still put it in a bill
to supply aid to Ukraine, Israel, and what else was it?
I think UK and Israel were like two big ones.
There was another one.
Past that. There was.
All I know is that there's a bunch of protests happening at universities throughout the country, and bunches of people are getting arrested. Great fucking year for America.
So are they like banning it, or is it like it has to transfer ownership?
It has to transfer ownership within 9 to 12 months.
But it's essentially a ban because whoever buys it can't buy the TikTok algorithm because that's owned by ByteDance, and ByteDance is Chinese, and the Chinese government has export laws over the algorithm. So they can't sell
literally just buying the name.
You're literally buying the name and everybody on it, and you'd have to make the entire back end from scratch. And at that point, you might as well just say, hey, we're buying this, and it's actually just going to be YouTube.
Yeah.
And we already know how the fucking Washington, D.C. feels about fucking the big tech companies. You think they're going to let one of them that has enough money to buy TikTok? Because those are the only companies that can afford TikTok.
Mm.
And at this fucking point, it's like you're stuck with YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or whatever the fuck Facebook's trying to do.
I thought Facebook was just Instagram Reels.
It technically is.
But they have you can go on Facebook, and when you're going through Facebook Reels, and then I've noticed sometimes you'll go to look at the comments, and it's you got to go to Instagram for this one, or this one's on Facebook. I'm like, if it's Instagram and Facebook, just make it the same fucking app, bro. But yeah, so they're banning it. They're essentially banning it by saying that they have to sell it. And they're like, well, we're not actually banning it. And we're like, yeah, you are. You're just too fucking old and senile to fucking play tricks on us anymore. Mr. fucking 80-year-old senator. Apparently, they're also worried about people not having kids now.
Oh, really?
Yep, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that was brought up, and what they failed to mention was the cost of just having a child is ludicrously stupid expensive.
So you want to know how they're fixing it? They're banning abortion.
Yep. They're trying to force us to have children as millennials and older Gen Z.
Lovely.
So,
but you know what exists? Porn and fleshlights. So,
and
worst
condoms.
Check and mate, U.S. government.
They're trying to ban condoms too.
Get the fuck out.
They would definitely try to ban condoms.
Oh, they absolutely would if that meant that they can get more citizens out there, but it would bankrupt you.
To be fucking fair, I think it's is it Catholics that don't like condoms, so technically condoms could be banned on religious grounds if there's enough Catholics in the government, because
it's considered a contraceptive.
Any sort of even nutting in the toilet's a contraceptive. That's against the Catholic fucking way. But you bet your ass a bunch of My Little Swimmers go into the toilet sometimes.
Especially Xenos.
Yeah. That's after they go in Coco's butt.
Dude, our government's so fucking stupid.
It is. Oh, the American government is just fucking garbage.
My parents are like, yeah, all the Republicans are doing so great shit. And I'm like, cool, it's because they're 10 years older than you. But what about me? Well, you don't have any representation because you're young. Well, fuck you. You had representation when you were young.
There should be representation regardless across the board of every legal voting age of some sort.
And then people are also like, well, people aren't having children because, they don't make enough money to have children. And it's like, well, part of the reason why is that the jobs that we were told that were there out of college, we get all this debt. And it's actually the people that were supposed to be retiring aren't retiring because they can't afford to retire. So they just keep the job, and the new generation is just stuck in the entry level jobs because fuck you. And essentially then it comes down to they're just going to take that wealth to their grave instead of letting it come down through the generations. So, and then they like to blame us for failing.
Good
Sure,
old
hey.
trickle down economics. Thanks, Reagan. I hope he's rotten in hell. Hey, Satan, what torture is Reagan in right now?
Financial crisis.
Thank Christ.
Oh, that was the best thing you could have said.
I had that one loaded in the chamber. Just like I got fucking Xeno's suicide note here. Wait, you weren't supposed to know that. That's in the future.
Wait. What'd you say?
It says, suicide by dick cut it off. I must have did that. And then planted the note.
Huh.
Spoiler alert, you're gonna have a small dick in hell.
That's
but
totally fair, Satan.
there was one, actually, there was like 2 positive things that came out of the government today, shockingly.
Oh, yeah? What were
came
they?
From the FCC.
Oh, yeah, net neutrality rules.
Yeah, net neutrality has basically been restored.
Okay.
So
Can't wait for that to be undone.
Now we
again.
can't be throttled for a little while. Probably it's
Was
going to
net
get overturned in
neutrality
like
doing
5
for us
years.
now?
But hey, you know what? For a little while, we'll have net neutrality. But the positive thing that they did was the ESRB, who is like a lower division of the FCC, wanted to implement a thing where your face had to be scanned to be okayed to play a game of the correct age for you.
And bro, I would hack
Get
every
the
single
fuck
game and not buy
out.
anything at that point.
But the FCC said absolutely fucking not. And the
Yeah.
ESRB tried making the FCC seem like the bad guy, but the internet was like, no, bro, absolutely
Yeah, what
not.
do you mean?
What do you mean by... Also, people are just going to hack the shit out of that, and developers are going to not care. Like,
Yeah,
they're going to
The
just...
scans go somewhere, and like little kids are going to try to play games like outside of their age group. So really, what you're doing is storing a bunch of pictures of little kids' faces.
That sounds like a sexual predator.
It really does.
Imagine that. From
Imagine
the U.S.
that.
government?
Never.
How bizarre! How
Dude,
bizarre!
the U.S. government has your first naked picture ever.
Yeah.
You coming out. They have that picture. They have that as a video.
I mean, heck, one of the reasons why the Speaker of the House for the Republicans was pretty much getting kicked out is because he wasn't protecting one of the other Republicans because he knocked up a teenage girl.
Well, he should be in jail.
Yeah. So
Unless
that's
she was-
why they're
unless
trying
she
to
was
get him out to hush
Unless
him.
she was 18 or 19.
No, I think she was underage.
Well, then fucking...
Mm.
So
Pretty
that's
disgusting.
going to be a fun thing when that comes out officially. Because yeah, the Speaker of the House was, I forget what he was doing, but
You ever see those videos of super Trump supporters that like they play something that Biden said
Yeah.
supposedly,
and then once they learned that it was Trump,
and
they do
then
mental
and they
gymnastics.
fucking are like, man, yeah, we shouldn't have him here, and they're like, oh wait, sorry, I just got updates. These are things that Trump said. So what does that
Yeah.
change? Does that change your opinion? And then it's like a complete 180, and I'm like,
Yeah.
do you
So
not
bizarre.
see how fucking stupid you are? You just like your opinion is based on the name that it's attached to, not what was
Right.
not what was said. We could agree that I think one of the things was something like the whole grab him by the pussy thing. Like I think we can all agree that that was pretty fucking wrong
Yeah.
universally, but apparently it became from, yeah, that's disgusting, we shouldn't have somebody in there whenever they heard it was Biden that said it, to, oh, that's just locker room talk.
Right.
I was like,
grow the fuck
No, that's not locker room talk.
Locker room talk is joking about much lesser things about what you've done
Locker
with
room talk is
with sexual
I would suck a fart out of that girl's ass if she gave
dude,
me
and
the
other
chance.
things like describing sexual acts that you've done with people that were consensual, not like, I'm gonna go up and grab this person's pussy
Yeah.
because I have money
And I can.
and I can, and she's not gonna say no.
And even if she does, then I'll fucking bury it.
Now this podcast became way too real. We hate the government, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, fuck you.
Dude, I fucking hate fucking tax companies. They're all a bunch of fucking scams. The IRS can legitimately just send you a bill and say, pay us this
Yeah.
much or give us money back. But the companies that do your taxes are like lobbying in DC. Like, you're gonna cause people not to have jobs because they won't be able to use their degrees to file other people's taxes and take their money. Fuck you. Just send me a goddamn bill, IRS.
Right, for real.
Or better yet, just take the right amount on my fucking paycheck. Why can't you just
do that for us?
Why can't you just fucking do that at this point?
Why are you making it hard for yourself and myself?
Because it makes jobs.
Can you mean if that's what you
It makes jobs, and people hate the people that do those jobs because they know that you don't need them. It could just be done.
Facts.
Also, pretty sure we had a fucking war with over this with Britain at some point.
Yeah.
Fuck you, crazy.
Taxation with no representation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point, like the entire younger generation has zero representation.
Tell me about it.
And you can see that by the fact that they're protesting at colleges and they're just getting arrested because they're protesting.
And pepper sprayed.
Yeah, for not really doing
Exciting.
anything. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting fucking peppered. They got the beanbag shot at them the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. They told them to disperse. They were like, we're going to keep arresting people until you disperse. And I was like, I know we have a fairly large prison system, but there's only so much that the for-profit prison can keep inside of it before it becomes a problem.
Overflowed, yeah.
And you definitely don't pay enough guards there to not prevent an uprising.
Not even remotely close.
Yeah, so the prison system would get completely overwhelmed if they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So what Coco is trying to say is make sure to go on Spotify, look up System of a Down, their album Toxicity. There's a song called Prison Song. Give it a listen.
Dude, is it fucked up that like our prison system's for profit and not government run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their job is to keep you in there as long as possible rather than rehabilitate you.
Correct.
Which is
They
ultimately
want
the goal
to
of a prison,
make
unless you're
profit off you.
unless you're sent to death row. The ultimate goal of a prison is to rehabilitate you, or hold you for life if there is no saving you.
Yeah.
But like you get a simple drug charge, and you're in there for 30 days. Not enough money for that one person, but they'll try to find every little thing that you break the rules in there to extend your sentence.
Oh, you breathed incorrectly.
There was a
this
fucking
day?
actual episode of Boruto that like had this literal concept in it. I was like, wow. Like one of the prison wardens, like underlings, was unjustly extending prison sentences of people so he could do things that he wanted and shit like that. And like this one dude was in for falsely he was like falsely accused because he went and thought he was helping a lady who was a pickpocketer instead of like the actual dude, but like the dude was chasing her and he came in from like out of like the background and saw that there was a man chasing a lady and she was screaming, help, help, this is a robber. But what had actually happened was she took that man's wallet. And so he knocked the man out, helped her get away, and then was, charged with assisted theft, right? Or whatever you fucking call that. And so he went to prison, right? It wouldn't have been a long charge, right? Shouldn't have been anything more than 30. Dude was in there for like 6 months and his prison sentence just kept getting extended because of like stupid things. Like he talked back to a guard, got him like an extra week.
And they'll do whatever they can.
And I was like,
So
wow,
stupid.
this is an exact representation of the American prison system. I don't even think they realized that they did that when they made the episode. But anyway, fuck Murky.
Fuck
Yeah,
Murky.
I think we can end now.
Okay.
Can we end now?
I think we can totally end.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Anybody want to say anything before we go out?
Keep your turtle dicks safe.
Wow. That was harsh.
I'm sorry.
Make sure to check out Joystick
know
United over on YouTube and also available wherever podcasts are because we're coming out with a podcast in a couple of weeks, actually. But we are up on YouTube. It's the three of us plus G Millie. Make sure to check out Coder Coco I don't know why I said your name so weird there. Coder Coco over on YouTube. He's also on Twitch. He streams over there. Make sure to check out XenoStream38. He occasionally streams on Twitch when he is available too. Just remember, he is an adult with an adult life with adult things going on. So sometimes he can't always get to that. Give him some love anyways. I don't really have shit going on. This has been ADHD After Dark, and we'll see you next time.
Today. Not tomorrow. Today.
Today.